The internet is a breeding ground for fear. Dark corners of the web whisper tales of terrifying creatures. One such entity is the Rake. This creature haunts our screens and nightmares. But where did this horrifying figure come from? Is the Rake real or just a figment of our collective imagination? Let's delve into the chilling world of the Rake and uncover the truth behind the legend. The Rake didn't crawl out of a cursed forest or an ancient tomb. It was born in the digital world, on the notorious 4chan image board. In the depths of the /b/board, a group of anonymous users came together. They decided to create a new horror icon. They shared snippets of text, images, and ideas. Slowly, the Rake took shape. Imagine a creature stripped bare of all things human, a being that lurks in the darkest corners of the forest, waiting, watching. This is the Rake, a creature of nightmares, a figure that has haunted the dreams of many. Its presence is felt long before it is seen. A chill in the air, a rustle in the leaves, a shadow that moves just out of sight. The Rake is often described as hairless and pale, its skin almost translucent under the moonlight. It blends into the shadows, becoming one with the darkness. The lack of hair only adds to its eerie appearance, making it look more like a specter than a living creature. Its skin stretched thin over elongated limbs, giving it an almost skeletal appearance. These limbs are unnaturally long, allowing it to move with a disconcerting fluidity. The way it moves is almost hypnotic, drawing you in even as every instinct tells you to run. Its eyes glow with an unnatural intensity, piercing through the darkness like twin beacons of dread. These eyes seem to see right through you, as if they can peer into your very soul. The glow is not just a reflection of light but something more sinister, something that speaks of malevolence and hunger. Some witnesses describe them as black pits, voids that suck in all light and hope. These eyes are said to be the last thing many see before they are taken, a final glimpse into the abyss. While others claim they shine with a malevolent light, a glow that promises nothing but pain and suffering, this light is said to be hypnotic, drawing victims closer even as they try to flee. The Rake moves with an unsettling grace, often on all fours. Its movements are almost feline, but with a predatory edge that sets it apart from any known animal. It can move silently, appearing and disappearing like a ghost. This ability to move so quietly is what makes it such an effective hunter. Its long, sharp claws scrape against the ground, leaving deep gouges in the earth. These claws are not just for show, they are deadly weapons capable of tearing through flesh and bone with ease. The sound of these claws scraping against the ground is enough to send shivers down the spines of those unfortunate enough to hear it. Sending shivers down the spines of those unfortunate enough to hear it. The Rake is not just a creature of the night, it is a manifestation of our deepest fears. It embodies the unknown, the things that go bump in the night, the shadows that move when we are not looking. To encounter the Rake is to come face to face with the very essence of terror. The earliest stories about the Rake emerged in the early 2000s. These online accounts described encounters with the creature in rural areas, often near wooded regions. Witnesses reported seeing the Rake lurking in the shadows, its eyes fixed on them with an unnerving intensity. Some claimed that the Rake spoke to them, its voice a raspy whisper that chilled them to the bone. Section 5. A Trail of Terror Across America. This chapter delves into the chilling accounts and widespread panic that gripped the nation as tales of the Rake began to surface. From coast to coast the legend grew, fueled by fear and fascination. As the legend of the Rake spread, so did the alleged sightings. Newspapers and online forums buzzed with stories of encounters, each more terrifying than the last. People from all walks of life claimed to have seen the creature, describing it in eerily similar terms. Reports came pouring in from various locations, particularly in the northeastern United States. Small towns and big cities alike were not spared from the hysteria. The dense forests and quiet suburbs of the Northeast seemed to be a hotspot for these sightings. Families living in quiet suburban homes claimed that the Rake watched them from their backyards. They described a sense of being watched, an eerie presence that sent shivers down their spines. Some even reported seeing glowing eyes in the darkness, staring back at them. Campers reported seeing it lurking at the edge of their campsites. The creature was said to move silently, blending into the shadows, only to be seen when it wanted to be. These encounters left campers terrified, with some abandoning their trips altogether. The stories varied in detail, but one thing remained consistent. The Rake was described as a creature of pure terror. Its appearance was often likened to a gaunt, pale humanoid with long, sharp claws. Witnesses spoke of its unnerving speed and the way it seemed to vanish into thin air. The fear it instilled was palpable, leaving a lasting impact on those who claimed to have seen it. Communities came together to share their experiences and seek solace in numbers. Town hall meetings were held where residents would recount their encounters and discuss ways to protect themselves. The sense of unity was strong, but so was the underlying fear. Researchers and enthusiasts began to dig deeper into the origins of the Rake. They scoured old books, historical records, and folklore, trying to piece together the mystery. Some believed it was an ancient entity, while others thought it was a modern-day myth fueled by the internet. Despite the varying theories, one thing was clear. The Rake had left an indelible mark on the American psyche. From the deserts of the Southwest to the forests of the Pacific Northwest, the legend continued to grow, leaving a trail of terror in its wake. Section 6. The Rake's Digital Playground. The internet played a crucial role in the Rake's rise to fame. Creepypasta websites and forums became hubs for sharing encounters and spreading the legend. YouTubers created chilling videos narrating Rake sightings, complete with eerie sound effects and unsettling visuals. The Rake's image became synonymous with internet horror, its gaunt figure appearing in countless pieces of fan art and digital creations. Section 7. Why we fear the shadows. The Rake's ability to terrify stems from its primal nature. It embodies our deepest fears of the unknown and the creatures that may lurk just beyond our perception. The Rake's appearance is unsettling, its movements unpredictable. It is a creature that defies easy categorization, which only adds to its mystique and horror. Section 8. The enduring allure of the unknown. The Rake's story doesn't end with internet forums and spooky videos. The legend has seeped into our collective consciousness, sparking countless debates and discussions. Is the Rake real, or is it a product of our overactive imaginations? The answer remains elusive, and that's part of what makes it so compelling. The Rake represents the thrill of the unknown, the possibility that something truly terrifying might be lurking just beyond our sight. Section 9. The Rake, fact or fiction? The Rake is a creature that has captured the imagination of many, a figure that lurks in the shadows of our collective consciousness. Originating from the depths of internet forums and creepypasta websites, the Rake is described as a humanoid entity with pale skin, sunken eyes, and long, sharp claws. It is said to appear at the foot of your bed, watching you as you sleep, instilling a sense of dread and terror in its victims. Despite the numerous claims and supposed sightings, there is no concrete evidence to prove the Rake's existence. No scientific studies, no official reports, no irrefutable photographic evidence. The stories often share common elements: a sense of foreboding, an encounter in the dead of night, and an overwhelming feeling of helplessness. These tales are passed down from one person to another, each adding their own embellishments, making it difficult to separate fact from fiction. Yet the legend persists, fueled by the power of storytelling and our innate fascination with the unexplained. Around campfires, in darkened rooms, and through the glow of computer screens, the Rake continues to thrive. It taps into our primal fears, the ones that have been with us since the dawn of humanity. The fear of the unknown, the fear of the dark, and the fear of what might be lurking just out of sight. Whether the Rake is real or not is ultimately up to you to decide. Some believe it to be a manifestation of our collective anxieties, a modern-day myth that serves as a cautionary tale. Others are convinced that it is a real entity, lurking in the shadows, waiting for the right moment to strike. The truth may never be known, but the impact of the Rake on popular culture is undeniable. But one thing is certain: it has earned its place as a modern-day bogeyman, a figure that embodies our deepest fears and insecurities. The Rake is a reminder that the scariest monsters are not always the ones that can be seen, but the ones that exist in our minds. It is a testament to the power of storytelling and the enduring nature of folklore, a chilling reminder that sometimes the scariest monsters are the ones we create ourselves. In the end, the Rake is a product of our imagination, a creature born from the darkest corners of our minds. It serves as a mirror, reflecting our deepest fears and anxieties back at us. Whether you believe in the Rake or not, its story will continue to be told, a haunting reminder of the power of the human mind to conjure up the most terrifying of creatures.